Hey everybody, it's Move Dragon 009 again. Now I would be doing a video on a subject of a much lighter matter, but in light of recent events I felt it would be more appropriate to do a sort of tribute to what happened in Boston yesterday and to save the other subject for a more appropriate time. Because it wouldn't feel right to me to be joking about something when this is going on. So, obviously, as most of us already know, that there was a pair of bombs that went off yesterday at the finish line of the marathon. And it just came out as a shock to everyone. I mean, my mom has a friend who was running in that race. She was fine, but I know a lot of people were injured, and at least 3 people died. I don't need to go into the details. You don't need me to do that. Obviously, this has raised a lot of confusion and a lot of questions. Like, a lot of questions have yet to be answered. The biggest ones being like, who did this? And why did they do this? What was the point of just blowing up the finish line full of people just there to have a good time? Nobody was hurting anyone. But what's the point of bombing anything? What's the point of shooting anyone? So, obviously, it's events like these that highlight the worse than people, but it also highlights the good in people. I think we're all grateful that there were so many men and women on hand to help those who were injured and try to restore some order and to help other people out. And obviously, it's events like these that really cause some reflection. You know, obviously, there's been a lot of tragedy just in the past few months alone. I mean, the Newton shootings, those are still fresh, and so were the Aurora, Colorado shootings. And for me, it really just begs the question, as I said earlier, why? Like, why is all this happening now? It doesn't make sense that people would just be the cause of so much loss of life and so much pain and suffering. So, obviously, things are pretty dark right now. But there's a quote that goes really well with this. The night is always darkest just before the dawn. And obviously, people be tracing that back to the Dark Knight, which I know, but it's obviously been around for a long time before that. And I think it really describes our situation right now. Things are pretty dark, but there's always hope that things will turn out better. I'm sure that while we are probably going to go through, we are very likely to go through even darker times of tragedy and loss. Everyone has, and everyone will. I think it's very important to keep in mind that there's always hope to be had in these things. Hope that we'll be able to figure out who did this. And hope that we'll be able to learn from this. And hope that things will just turn out better. And I know that it's not gonna all get better right away. That's just me recognizing the way things are, but I think hope isn't just about like just sort of dreaming, and I think we can do all our parts to help make life a little better. We obviously saw the people helping out in that dire time, and I think it really gives an example of like how we can, in our everyday lives, can be of help. It's really the little things we do, like everyday acts of kindness, like just being charitable, being forgiving, being humble, being unselfish, those sort of things that I think will get us through the night until the dawn comes. And there's a scripture that comes to mind for me. Came from but it is from the Beatitudes. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. I think I just want to end this with saying I know that somehow some good will come out of this, and that we'll make it through. And at the same time, that there will be dark times ahead of us. If we just remember that if we just hang on and actively do our part to, at least in some small way, make the world better. Just be so I'm gonna say I've already said a lot, and my prayers go out to those people who are suffering injured. I obviously can't do much, being a couple thousand miles away, but again, the message really is that there is hope. And so those are my thoughts and my tribute. So, see you guys later. Hopefully, we won't have to be after another tragic event. So, see you later.